The StrengthsFinder test has identified ideation as one of your strengths. Basically what that means is you're fascinated with ideas. Ideation is the ability to be able to see the connection in things, to see how things go together. You understand how phenomena puts together. Why two different phenomena can actually seem to fit together is beyond most people's understanding, but people with ideation can put these things together. We call it the connections of disparate phenomena. You come up with ideas related to connections. You see different things happening in different areas of life, and you look at those connections, see those are supposed to be that way, and you come up with ideas based upon those connections, and you are able to put those into a simple connection, or into those simple connections into a simple concept. Using that simple concept, you can explain phenomena in a way that other people can't understand it and can't explain it, depending on your exact work environment. You're probably using ideation in a lot of ways to help people come up with concepts, paradigms, charts, graphs, that kind of thing, to help people understand what's going on. Ideation helps you explain why things are the way they are. You can look at life and help other people understand that, hey, that happened because of this reason, and those things go together this way, and those type of things, so that people understand a little bit more about life because you can help them with it. I can help illustrate also how it can help you in your marriage and help you in your relationships. My wife Teresa and I have a good relationship. We've been married 38 years. We have 4 beautiful children, and during the years we've raised our children and been married, we've had different difficulties with understanding each other in one key area. That area has been in the area of that ideation has been a part of. I'm constantly about ideas. When we sit down and talk, we're talking about different ideas. I'm coming up with things constantly, and Teresa's always throwing wet, she kind of throws a wet blanket on things, and I always thought that's kind of strange that she would do that, and it was very frustrating for a long time. And then when we took the assessments, we understood through StrengthsFinder she has a particular strength that I don't have, and it's called deliberation or deliberative. And what that does is it looks at any idea or anything that's going to happen. It says, okay, what are the different areas that we have to be concerned about? What are the things about this idea? What are the things about this situation that need to be walked through very carefully? And she's a very good decision maker. Well, once I understood that, I come to find out, wait a minute, when I come up with these ideas, it isn't something that she's trying to discourage me with. What she was trying to do is she was saying, wait a minute, that idea scared her because, well, are we going to move off into the boonies just because I'm thinking about how we can build a generator on a creek somewhere? Where all I was doing is thinking about how cool it is about living on the land. I don't want to live on the land. I'm a city guy. But I like the idea that you could do that, and I also love to go study a giant dam for a city. But I was talking at one time about this whole idea of building a dam on a stream, and my wife Teresa got really concerned about it. She started asking all these questions, and they were all in a third-degree format. Well, come to find out, she wanted to, it was serious to her, she wanted to find out, hey, were these things that are going to happen? They're going to cause me to have to move, to pick up our children and put them out barefoot in the woods? Well, not at all. It was just an idea, something was going through my mind. I was looking at, hey, there's a stream, there's a water source, you can put a generator on there, you could build a little dam, and I'm going through all these things. I'm connecting the phenomena. I'm connecting all these different ideas and finding out how they fit. So that's an example of how ideation and understanding your strengths in general can help you find out how to get along better with both your spouse, your children, and people you work with. Discuss your ideas with others. Find ways to sit down and brainstorm about ideas. Get a program called Mind Mapper, one of the mind mapping programs that uses different nodes and a way of helping you map things on the computer screen, or you can do it on a whiteboard. Just start writing down ideas and look for the connections in them. Using that method for brainstorming will be very productive for you. You'll be able to come up with these ideas very quickly, and you'll be able to help other people see these things, the complexity in them, quickly. Allow your ideas to build, though. Allow them to generate into something that makes sense, or to turn into something that makes sense in your mind before you start talking to the people about them. If you don't do that, what happens is it comes off as unrelated stuff to people. They can't understand why you're talking about this issue, why you're talking about that issue, and you see them in your mind, but if you haven't put them together well, if you haven't articulated it well to somebody else, they're not going to get it. They're going to think it's kind of clumsy and odd and not be interested in listening to what your ideas are. So use paradigms, use charts, develop paradigms. use charts, use graphs, use white chalkboards, use a graph paper, whatever it is you need to help develop your ideas and articulate them to other people. If you'll do that, it'll make a lot more sense to those you're talking to. Your mind map your ideas, like I mentioned to it, but your mind will be fantastic in the brainstorming world. If you can take what you learn in seminars and webinars, take what you learn in books, what you've learned even in a movie, maybe in a class you've gone to, take those ideas and put them together, see where things fit, and then you can use that, what you learn, to help other people through issues, also to help advance your career, and especially if you're working in the right kinds of industry. And while you're going to those seminars, kind of write down, point out the things that kind of excite you, that get your heart going, because you'll find these things, if you write them down and work on them, you'll find that you'll have more fuel for your ideas and things that you can put together to explain to other people. And then find a job. Find jobs in the type of work where you can use this ideation for the greatest impact. Things in the marketing world, advertising, and journalism, and new systems design, some kind of design, even if it's interior design. Look to new product development and opportunities in your company if you work in that type of environment. And stay away from the regimented lifestyles, though, because they'll kill you. They'll just bore you to death. And also, in your work, find ways to change things up, new ways of doing things. Find somebody, if you can, with the activator strength. Activator will help you get your ideas off the ground. People with ideation, especially if you have other strengths that are very cerebral oriented, things that are thinking oriented, you'll need somebody to help get you off the ground. That happens to be my case. I need somebody to kind of push me a little bit to get me to do stuff, because I just like to sit and think about it all day and discuss it. And that's not very productive. So somebody with activator, they have the ability to be able to push things along and to be uncomfortable and unsettled if you're just sitting around talking about it all the time. They want to get something done. That'd be very helpful for you. The other one, strength that's helpful for you is the analytical theme. And people with analytical theme, they like to look at an idea. They like to analyze what are all the data points. They want to understand what's going on behind the scenes. They'll help you vet out your ideas and make them a lot of fun. You'll enjoy ideation. You'll enjoy understanding more about it, and it's something that grows. Ideation is something you can develop and make work better. So I hope this has been informative, and hope you enjoy it.